free. If you are having an issue at any time that
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we've got a special when it comes to teams that like pushing the break, Richard. Look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
Now, here's Tatum. Smith with some nice D. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Christie is out there with Wallace. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Smith. And it's the Bulldozer in at the 5 down low. Here's Smith. Nice ball movement by Detroit. They get the rebound. And the Bulldozer gets it to go. And for the 5th time, MP was part of the all-defensive team.
No doubt he takes a lot of pride on that end. MP makes a difference defensively, and the voters are recognizing that.
All right, let's hand it over to David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Hey guys, I chatted with MP earlier about how he plans to deal with a team that provides solid rim protection. He said, I know they're good defenders, but me and my guys are going to show them they can't stop us from throwing it down. Expect some fireworks tonight, DA. Strong statement from MP. Guys.
Sounds like MP's planning to add some clips of his own highlight reel tonight. Austin with the ball after the basket by Detroit. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's the Bulldozer. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaylen Brown. The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Now here's Tatum. Tatum setting the pick for Brown. No good on the triple. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's the Bulldozer. It's hauled in by Brown. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so, it's Detroit with it, following the three-pointer by Boston. Here's Wallace. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Tatum, rebounded by the Pistons.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
The Bulldozer, no good. Celtics trail by 3. Right the pass to Bass. It's blocked. And now the Pistons fast break. Here's Christie. Finished off the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Bass. To the paint. Bass with a screen for Brown. Back to Bass. Just 5 to shoot. And here is Tatum. The shot will not fall. Smith with some nice D.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Scooped up. The Bulldozer. No good. Boston is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Coulibaly, and he's good on the 3 ball. Coulibaly's got 5.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Pass to Pritchard. To the inside. Brown. And Brown throws it down.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Smith finds Wallace. Screen by Smith. This one for three. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Team foul.
Down low. Here's Bass. Banked in off the glass. Bass has got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
The bulldozer passes to Smith. To the paint. Here's the bulldozer. He's covered by Brown. It's stolen by White. Brown outside. Pass to Bass. On baseline, Jay got a piece of it.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Christie the pass to the bulldozer. And here's Smith. Here's the bulldozer. 23 points his last outing. Whoa, look out! Goodness. Look out!
Wow, okay, I see you.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Brown kicks to Bass. Here's the bulldozer. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
He's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Tatum's shot is off.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
It's rebounded by Bass.
Wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim, but he just tricked off a little bunny.
And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes, so I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
Edey's checked in for Detroit. Mitchell comes in for Christie. And the Pistons with possession here after Jason Tatum missed on that last three-pointer. Celtics trail by 5. To the middle. Brown deciding where to go with it. Back to Tatum. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got 7.
Every time Tatum finds his shot, he'll take it. He loves to fill it up from range.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Take a look at the bulldozer. An uncommonly gifted pass leading the league in assists.
And it was the kind of season that he'd like to repeat over and over. Nobody was better at creating easy baskets for their teammates.
Green, he's checked in for the Pistons. Inside, here's Porzingis. Shakes him. That one misses. Great D that time from the bulldozer. The Pistons working the ball around now. And that one is stuffed right through. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And it's Brown missing.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Taken away by Williams. Here's Boeheim. The 3 from Porzingis. A bulldozer pulls it in. The bulldozer's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. And here's Tatum for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 10 points for him.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And the shot is good. And that's 12 points for the bulldozer.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
See, this is what Tatum is capable of. Look, he is a sensational scorer. Like, we understand that. But when he gets into a rhythm,
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is
a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Here's Boeheim after the made shot from the Bulldozer. Over in the corner, Williams. Shot clock at 6. And there are the Celtics with another basket. 1:14 left to play in the first quarter. Here's the Bulldozer. 14 points for him. No good with the triple.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Boeheim comes up empty down low. Detroit has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. To the inside. And the Bulldozer gets it to go. The Bulldozer's got 16.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Boeheim. Still scoreless. Tatum on the wing. He's defended by Coulibaly. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Mitchell passes to the Bulldogs, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And there's the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. With the shot. Here's he. And so is Detroit with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Detroit.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
They've got Jason Tatum. Patrick Williams is out there with Porzingis. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Boeheim in at the point guard position. That's the Boston 5. Out to Smith. Fires the 3. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Boeheim. Here's Tatum. Launches a 3. The 3 is drilled by Tatum.
No second thoughts from Tatum. Just look, he's ready.
Here's the Bulldozer. Covered by Hunter. Williams against Smith. On the wing, Mitchell. His three-pointers off the mark. Boston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Poked away. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Houston. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
Seeing where Detroit is, give them credit. They've stuck to their plan here early on, playing their brand of basketball. They're showing everyone they have the potential to be even better.
After failing to knock down anything from deep in the first quarter, he's got 2 to go here in the second.
And here's Tatum for 3. He can't get that one. Detroit leading by 9. Smith the pass to the Bulldozer. He goes up again. And the wide open shot from Green. And another 3 for Detroit.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Boeheim. Hasn't made one yet. Tatum against Green. Oh, Tatum won't be denied.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
The Bulldozer controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Celtics trail by 12. Outside, Porzingis. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Rebound by the Pistons. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
Here's Boeheim following the bucket by the Pistons. Tatum against Green. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Detroit with the rebound. The Bulldozers got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
The reflexes on Porzingis can surprise you. For a big, he plays with great quickness. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Down by 15. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, I just didn't see any fire from them to want to get it back. That's just one of those games you throw away in the trash and try and forget about it.
Williams with a clean look, and it's off from three-point range.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Christie. The three drains it from beyond the arc. Christie's got his second basket of the night.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Put it down! Wow!
My gracious,
wow.
way to get up.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. It's the three-point bomb. Porzingis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 34. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Tatum passes to Hunter. And here's Porzingis for a three. And they get it back. And it's Boeheim missing. Pistons leading by 17. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. The Bulldozer passes to Smith. The Pistons working the ball around now. No good on the three. Boston's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Porzingis with a screen on Christie. Pass to Porzingis. Three-pointer. That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Green, the screen. Here's the Bulldozer. Misses the three. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. 17-point game. Next up in the docket, the Bucks following this one. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. Jason Wallace, he's checked in for Davion Mitchell. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For the Pistons, Edey's checked in for Smith. And it's Coulibaly in for Green. Brown outside. Pass to Bass. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bass has got 8.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Coulibaly with it. Wallace outside. Here's Christie. A 24-point outing in their last game against New York. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
In a moment here to check out the stats for Jaylen Brown. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 23 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Bass with the screen. Brown inside the line. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's the bulldozer. He's got 34. 5 on the clock. It's good from long range. The bulldozer's got 37.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Down low. He's defended by Coulibaly. Tatum a screen. White trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's the bulldozer. White covering. The bulldozer. No good. Brown with the bounce pass. Inside, Tatum, automatic. Pistons leading by 13. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many Scots felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game. He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Pistons, #1.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Here's Wallace. Pass to Bulldozer. And he jams it with authority.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And there's another one for the Pistons.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Outside, White. Outside, Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The bulldozer passes to Wallace. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Coulibaly. Out to Wallace. 6 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Sent back, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Tatum. There's the triple. And so is Detroit holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute.
Hello, everyone. I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a... All right, fellas. And that'll do it for half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The bulldozer has been sensational.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Jabari Smith. Christie is out there with Wallace. And there's the bulldozer. And it's Coulibaly in at the 3. To the middle. Here's the bulldozer. Rebound, Boston. Bass has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Brown kicks to Bass. The shots. Good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 5 assists tonight.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
3 points.
44 points for the bulldozer.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Brown the pass to Tatum over Smith. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot, can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Brown with the bounce pass. The 3 from Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Celtics trail by 9. Stripped it away. Here's the bulldozer. And that one, good. The bulldozer's got 48.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's Bass. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Christie. Here's Wallace. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And that one was on a platter. He won't miss those very often.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Mitchell outside. They set the pick. Latrey. And again with the rebound.
Collecting yet another board.
He's been everywhere. Just sensational.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
Always giving max effort. On the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
Smith against Tatum. 5 to shoot. Over Smith. Out to White. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by Smith. Pistons leading by 13. Mitchell passes to the bulldozer. In the corner, it's Coulibaly. Off target from three-point range.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And finished off by Bass.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. The bulldozer, no good. For Boston, they've gotten 6 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Tatum against Smith. Right side Tatum. Pass to Bass. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Zinkas, he's checked in for the Celtics. Detroit's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Shoots it. And again, it's the Pistons missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 11. Here's Pritchard outside Tatum. Lets the three fly. A bulldozer pulls it in. Detroit leading by 11. Wallace kicks to Mitchell. It's deflected. It's stolen by Bass. Got a piece of it and taken away by Wallace to the paint. And good. He hits it again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Pritchard passes to Bass. Here's Brown from deep. The shot, no good. Down low, it's stolen by Bass. Mitchell against Tatum to the inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a Finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Edey comes in for Smith, and Josh Green subbed in for Koulibaly. Brown outside. Pass to Tatum. Just 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A multi-talented swingman, Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
RJ, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Lets it go with the 3. Take that! Oh, Tatum from the parking lot.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
The bulldozer, no good. Celtics trail by 10. Brown outside. Pass to Porzingis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. The Pistons have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%.
Looking here at some numbers for the Bulldozer. Last season, he played outstanding. Put up about 28 points a game and over 5.5 blocks. And he's such a presence for them inside.
No question. He blocks shots, controls the glass, does everything asked of him and more.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Brown the pass to Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Tipped away. Tatum against Wallace. For the 3. Tatum's shot is off. Detroit leading by 11. Pass to Mitchell. Here's the bulldozer. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. And again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Green against Tatum. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
The Celtics making a switch here. Boeheim's checked in. And Detroit with a change here, too. Christie's checked in. The Bulldozer. Porzingis with the rebound. Celtics trail by 10. Brown finds Tatum. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
Pass to Edey. To the left wing. Here's Christie. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Celtics shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Here's Williams. Rebound, Detroit. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. The Pistons, number 1. Third spot, the Celtics.
Both clubs physically dominant inside the paint, and that's why you see those outstanding shot blocking numbers.
Boston trailing. Now here's Brown. He's got 9. Porzingis has the open look, and he can't bank that one in. Here's Christie. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
A 3 from Porzingis. A Bulldozer pulls it in.
And he got a couple to fall from long distance in the first half, but still looking for that number 3.
From downtown, he got it again. Sensational.
And what a night. Arguably the best in franchise history.
Tying the franchise mark for most points in a game. The next basket breaks it. Tatum with it. He's got 34. Front past the arc. No good on that one. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They have been sharp from beyond the arc, putting on a... How about a look at today's State Farm assist to the game?
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping the ball.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Williams is out there with Porzingis. Then there's DeAndre Hunter. Then it's Tatum. And it's Boeheim in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Smith with a screen on Porzingis. They get it back. And Smith with the stuff.
Look, sometimes you got to go up and grab those boards. Smith doing a good job of using that length and finishing off that glass.
Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Boston making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Detroit leading by 14. Pass to Bulldozer. Back to Coulibaly. Over Tatum. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
From deep, Williams sinks the triple.
And scanning the floor well. Porzingis all about finding open teammates when they've got a look.
Pass to Christie. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's the Bulldozer. And another one.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Porzingis can't hit.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it. The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Now, Koulibaly. Here's Christie, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Pistons lead by 15. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Detroit.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Pritchard, he's checked in for Howard. Pistons leading by 12. The Bulldozer. Detroit, no good that time either. Knocked away. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And it's good, 2 points. The Bulldozers got 4 this quarter. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Porzingis. Takes a 3. Rebound by Wallace.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Here's Pritchard. Now Tatum, defended by Christie. Tatum against Christie. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
An active scorer, whenever Tatum forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down. And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls. Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Pritchard. A 3 ball. A Bulldozer pulls it in. Pistons leading by 15. On the wing, Koulibaly. They set the pick from the wing. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Hits it from 3-point range.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Pass to Smith. Porzingis with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
It's crazy. He's growing taller. He's adding more muscle. Tatum just becomes harder to defend in there.
Some changes for Boston. Pass is checked in. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Hunter.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
The Bulldozer. And another one falls.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. Pritchard passes to Bass. It's deflected. To the paint. And then Smith with the dunk.
Just taking off. Smith showing you why you cannot leave an opening, because this man will find it.
Pass to Bass. A Bulldozer pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time. And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to Brown. And finish off by Brown.
And great to see Porzingis share the ball. A great decision from the locking.
The Bulldozer passes to Smith. Here's Christie. Drills it from outside. And the Pistons lead by 17.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Detroit's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The Bulldozer. It's rebounded by Bass. Bass has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. With the step back. Pass to Pritchard. From the arc. That's another rebound.
And he's having as dominant a game on the boards as you'll ever see. He might set a new franchise record.
He's controlling this game with his rebounding alone. If he breaks the single-game record, he's setting a very, very high bar. Celtics trail by 17. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Basket good. Bass has got 11 in the second half.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Detroit, no good that time either. Boston shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pritchard passes to Bass. Nice D from the Bulldozer.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
Out to Wallace. Hands it from downtown.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Got to at least show a little heart out here.
Whitey's checked in for Boston. Here's Bass. And rebounds again.
Boy, this guy plays hard, acting like every board is his.
Would you believe he's tied the team record for most rebounds in a game? I mean... This is unbelievable.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
Here's Koulibaly. Here's another rebound. Again, what an avalanche.
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
And he sinks the second.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Here's the Bulldozer. From outside, off the mark. Brown outside. The three from Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 7th assist in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Pistons.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Bulldozer.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Brown the pass to Tatum, fires for 3, gets it to go from beyond the arc. Tatum's got 45 points.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness
to create for teammates.
Here's the bulldozer. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Here's Boston now. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Pritchard. Off target with his three. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pistons passing it around. And another one falls. Amazing.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Tatum gets the bucket. Here's the bulldozer. There's the three.
The thing in our overdrive. Can't touch. Can't rush. Select it.
Here's the bulldozer. From the arc. The shot misses. Taken away. And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the...
This man really almost scored more points than Kobe. Unreal.